Imagine a company buying 10,000 trucks, and the rumors fly that it's to push others out of business. But what if it's really about jobs, logistics, and keeping Nigeria moving? Aliko Dangote, CEO of Dangote Group, recently revealed that the company has acquired 10,000 trucks in total, 4,000 CNG fuel tankers, and 6,000 dry cargo trucks. Of those, the first 4,000 CNG tankers are already in use or being deployed. The remaining ones are being phased in. The dry cargo trucks are being delivered gradually, with more arriving daily via shipments. By end of October and November, the full fleet is expected to be operational. The dry cargo trucks will carry coal and other solid commodities. The CNG tankers are to serve transportation of refined petroleum products. The context: why now? The NUPENG dispute. This move comes amid a dispute with the Nigeria Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG. The union has raised concerns that Dangote's trucking expansion could result in job losses for union members. There was even a 2-day strike called by NUPENG, which was later suspended after intervention by security agencies and discussions with Dangote and labor bodies. Dangote responded by saying the new trucks aren't meant to replace people, but to modernize logistics and fill gaps in transport capacity. He argues that many of their current services rely on unreliable or inadequate vehicles, which hampers operations. What Dangote says about jobs and worker impact. According to the company, even with 10,000 trucks in the fleet, there's a substantial labor component. Each CNG tanker needs about 6 workers for operations: drivers, maintenance, logistics, etc. For 4,000 tankers, that's about 24,000 jobs just for that set. Dangote also claims that drivers are paid well above the national minimum wage, and there are benefits such as bonuses or housing loans for safe driving over long periods. For example, drivers accident-free for 5 years may apply for housing loans. The company also notes that only about 60% of its cargo needs are currently handled by its own fleet. The rest is outsourced or handled by third parties. So some of the new capacity is intended to reduce dependency on external contractors who may be less reliable. Implications: what this move means. 1. Modernization of logistics and infrastructure. By acquiring a modern fleet, Dangote Group is attempting to reduce dependency on unreliable or old trucks. This should reduce breakdowns, delays, and costs in moving fuel and solid cargo, coal, inputs for production, etc. More reliable logistics is critical for upstream and downstream sectors, especially given the scale of Dangote's operations, refinery, cement, etc. 2. Effect on employment and union negotiations. Though the company insists jobs will be created, unions, like NUPENG, remain wary. The fear is that modernization might reduce demand for certain roles, especially in older or informal transport operations. The acquisition intensifies debates around automation versus labor, modernization versus union protection, and how large corporations balance efficiency with social responsibility. 3. Market competition and possible tensions. Some in the industry and in the transport sector might perceive Dangote's move as potentially crowding out smaller operators, especially in fuel transportation or dry cargo. Dangote has disputed that claim, saying the increased capacity responds to current shortages and is not about pushing others out. The company says it currently only handles about 60% of its internal cargo needs. 4. Operational challenges. Integrating 10,000...
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.